Hello everyone. It's me for your regularly scheduled shitty content. Today it's another trash TV and Small Wonder stream with my co-host Wes Most.
Hey everyone.
Welcome, welcome. Hi, Evil Little McNuggets and La Senorita and Mr. Kinky.
Kinky.
Yeah, Kinky Man and Jerona.
That might be Jordan. I'm only saying it because he said, I'm kinky. And what better way to stick it back to the community by coming back as Mr. Kinky?
Right? Mr. Kinky. Nobody would suspect it.
Not you, Jordan. Just admit it's you.
Hi, Sprinkle Cake.
Okay, so Small Wonder herself. I will be singing the Small Wonder song about Sprinkle.
So we got a little bit of stuff here. Wes has put together a playlist for me that's got some Judge Rinder. He's pretty fucking funny.
Let's not call him trash TV. I think that's a disservice to Judge Rinder.
That's true. He's like 5 steps above trash TV. He's in like acceptable television at this point.
Junk food TV. There's a difference between trash and junk food, right? Like, just because McDonald's fries they're junk food, they're not trash.
That is true.
Okay, whereas, yeah. See, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we've got, and then it looks like you put 2 episodes of Small Wonder in here that seem to be like handpicked by you.
They were handpicked by me, because they're amazing episodes.
Alrighty, so
get to see one that probably has the cringiest scene in all of Small Wonder history, and another one that I think was a real inspiration for a young Jordan comedy back when he was just Jordan Student. Jordan Student, and he was just.
And he had his little propeller hat and his giant lollipop,
and his rainbow suspenders, because he was the prop comic kid, like while everyone else was trying to be funny, talking about some inappropriate joke they heard on Saturday Night Live or some joke they heard from an older sibling or a randy uncle. Jordan was like smashing eggs, and he was probably the kid eating bugs and shit. Like you could see Jordan. Jordan was that kid. Fucking Jordan would do whatever it was to be funny, even though he didn't realize everyone was just laughing at him.
It's like that episode of South Park when Kenny was like, "I'll eat this manatee liver for $10," like doing all that shit.
Yeah, but like more so, like he wouldn't be doing it for money. He'd be doing it for acceptance, and they would just be laughing at him. But he'd be like, "Oh, they love me.
Yeah, I'm beloved."
I'm little Gallagher." And then his mom would be like, "Of course they love you. Look at your handsome, sparkling blue eyes. Do you know what those are? Those are your superpower, Clark Kent. And with great power comes great responsibility."
And then she pats the little dent on his head and sends him on his way.
She goes, "This is where I accidentally dropped you on your head. I love you, Mom." And then she'd make some of that diarrhea kale soup.
Kale soup that actually looks like vomit, like actual vomit.
That is an old family recipe that she got out of
a newspaper.
I love this cake. I love this cake. Is it homemade? It's an old family recipe out of the Duncan Hines box. I believe $1.20 with my savings card.
Oh my god! All right, let's get started on all this. And it looks like there was a little extra surprise slipped in there. The chat's gonna enjoy.
Now, this is where it gets rather interesting.
Can you hear that?
I can, but it's a little quiet.
All right, hold on. Let me turn that up.
Trip approaches, correct?
Yeah.
You've prepared yourself for the trip, bought yourself a new wardrobe, I would have thought, got yourself a guidebook to ensure that you could go and find the best museums and that sort of thing. Correct?
Something like that.
Yes. Now, Daisy, the point is this. Who made the arrangements to check in to the flights?
Well, I said I was going to check in online, and she told me not to bother to check in online. You can check in at the airport.
The point is, Daisy,
you've got to set the booking. When they show her again, look at the gallery behind her. That is a funny looking group of, like, just pause it the next time they show them. It's only 3 rows deep, but like, where do they find these people?
Reference, correct? In other words, you were
Yeah, that's a group.
They all look like characters from they all look like character actors. Look at the guy on their left with the blue shirt on. He's like smiling for the camera. That's a headshot picture.
Yeah. He's like, this is my big break. And then you got like Joran in the back over here.
Yeah, you got English Joran, and then the guy next to him looks like just a lump of mashed potatoes.
Oh.
That's just a lump of mashy pashy.
But then we got this one with her nice like leopard print scarf going on here, whatever the fuck
and
that is.
She's like, well,
I never
received an email with all of your personal flight details, true?
Yeah.
And on those flight details, did you open them up?
They all look like Wallace and Gromit.
Yes. This is not a challenging question. I presume you read the terms and conditions on those flight details which were sent to you by email.
Not really, no.
Well, not really means...
No.
No, you didn't. Now, whether that matters or not, I have to say, becomes slightly more complicated because of what happens next. Are you modelling or is there...
Jesus.
Carly, there was a discussion about you meeting at the airport, correct? And this is where it gets a little bit difficult. You arranged to meet at the airport. What time did you give to meet at the airport?
Well, they weren't actually meeting. They just wanted to go to a meeting place and make sure that they were just make sure they were real.
I flew out there just to walk past her at the airport. Then I go right back on the plane with my buddy Tony. Who's just happy to be on a flight to get some rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Port Carly, how long before the flight left?
Well, as I was
away,
you just had to be there 2 hours prior. So.
Well, it's preferable really to get there 3 hours before for an international flight.
Well, I thought it was 2.
Right. Was there an agreement to meet 2 hours before?
Well, yeah, there was.
And this is where it gets rather difficult.
Oh, no.
You discussed with Carly about checking in, correct?
Yes.
And there's no dispute about this. You believed that you could check in online. Did you attempt to check in online?
Well, I just said to her on the phone, I'm going to check in online, and she said, oh, no, don't bother, you can check in at the airport. And I said, are you sure?
These women just
because
stupid?
Usually I have checked in online.
Yeah, they're on this show,
she said,
right?
Oh, no, you'll be all
That's
right.
fair.
You can check
don't
in
go on these shows unless
at
you're
the
ready to get made fun of.
Why did you not? Why did you listen to her advice? You've got the terms and conditions in front of you.
Because...
What's it got to do with her?
Because she's...
They're pouty lips. How do you argue with
older,
those?
and she's quite
look, she's
bossy,
also got pouty
usually,
lips. It's
so
just the pouty lip off.
And I listened.
It is
I
the
listened
pouty
to her.
lip
She gave me
off.
advice.
You did not
Sponsored
tell
by
her,
Mashy
did you,
Pashy.
to not check in online.
No,
That would be an absurd thing to do.
no, and I think I said we'll try and do it online. And when I went online to do it, there was a problem. I'm not sure.
Did you try and, in other words, you tried to do it for the both of you?
Yeah, she didn't want to do it to check in online. She was telling me to check in online, so I went online to try to do
Just
it.
be quiet.
You have to keep looking at these law books.
And obviously I
I want to see him get up and go and refer to case law in one of those law books.
He's like, it says here that you're
then
fucking
realising, and we was
stupid.
on the phone to each other, so I was like, oh, let's
Like
just do it at the
a
airport.
20-minute delay for him to find the passage.
Not tell you not to check in online.
She said you can check in at the airport.
Of course,
but
she...
Are you sure?
Listen to me,
What we
be
had the
quiet.
argument
She did
about.
not tell you not to check in online.
Well, something like that. But I did think you can.
She did not say, Daisy, do not check in online, did she?
Her name's Daisy.
She said, don't worry, you can check in at the airport.
Oh, you know
Understood.
what's
Now,
up
let's
with somebody
get
named Daisy.
to what happened. You arrived at the airport. Daisy, how long before the flight left did you arrive at the airport?
Well, I was a little bit late to the airport.
But how long before the flight left?
I would probably say probably a couple of hours.
2 hours.
Maybe, or maybe a little bit less.
Now, I presume you got to the airport in time, seems to me, and so you went straight up to the desk and you checked in, correct?
No. Oh, is the camera director Joran?
Because she's my friend, and she was, like,
If he pushes the button, all of a sudden there's like a belly dance off, and it's Joran. Judge Joran, I said to Judah, belly dance, and then he hits the button, and then they belly dance for 5 minutes, and then he's like,
his gavel is a gold shoe. He doesn't have a gavel; it's just a shoe.
I judge you sexy.
In Judge Joran's court.
Judge George's court, only genie-related cases are heard. It's all singing telegrams. Like,
Every
Your Honor, I was playing Genie in a porn remake called Cream Genie, and I was on stage like, oh, when is it coming out?
I need you to submit a copy for evidence.
I will be in my chambers just with the thought of it. I'll be
It's
Does anyone have a big pen?
I have coupons. I just need the pen.
I just need the pen.
10 minutes, and I was waiting, and she was just taking really long. And I was like, I rang her again. I was like, "Where are you? Like, you're taking ages." And she just kept lying. She wasn't 10 minutes away. I was not lying.
Be quiet. Carry on.
But you wasn't 10 minutes away.
Well, what's it got to do with her? I mean, just pause for a second. Talking, listen to me, madam. Why didn't you just go to the desk and check in?
Because I was just waiting for her.
But what does she bring to the table apart from decoration? Why on earth couldn't you go and do that yourself?
Because I just wanted to, I was waiting for her. I was just waiting for her. She kept saying she was like 10 minutes away, so I weren't panicking.
Oh, what?
Obviously.
Right, let's pause. You arrived, correct? How long before the flight?
Oh, well, I had a bit of a problem. My
God.
My boyfriend, the tyre got a hole in it on the way.
Cannot tell you, madam, how much I don't care. The point was, you arrived...
I was late.
You were late?
Yeah, I was
He's
late.
like, you could just go fuck yourself right now.
I think maybe like an hour and a half, maybe cutting it fine.
You were cutting it fine. Now, Daisy, you were waiting. She's misrepresenting how close she is, but I suspect you were panicking as well, correct?
Definitely.
You ended up getting there. You see Daisy, you go straight to the desk, correct?
She looked like she wanted to kill me when I got there.
You paid a lot of money for this. Let's get serious for a second. This represented a lot of your savings. True?
Yeah.
And it's a big trip for you. What's more, you had to apply
No, did it die?
It says suspended for policy violations.
for visas. You managed.
Fucking kidding me.
Watched this last time.
All right, let me restart it.